Hello there, dear viewers. It is I, Flickarity, and welcome back to another Minecraft single player video. Anyway, you might be wondering a couple things, actually. Firstly, why are we outside? Where are we? Well, there's a hill, there's a house all the way up there. Look at that, nice zoomy. There's our mine, there is our staircase, and just see that. So we are not that far from home, but I have set up a little thing here because today we are going to be working on the farm because I actually wasn't sure what I wanted to do today. But we do need to do the farm, so I thought that'd be a good place to start. The other thing you might notice is texture pack is gone. And also we have our zoom key, a lot of things going on. I have a whole rant. Oi! Quit it! I've got a very hungry cat here. She thinks it's dinner time, but it's quite literally the middle of the day, so she will be waiting a couple more hours, and I think she will be a constant accompaniment with us today. So if you do hear me yelling at the cat, that sounds mean, you know what I mean. If you do hear me talking to someone, it's probably her. Well, let's start making the farm. I don't really have a outline right now. I think we'll start by just putting in the buckets of water. So in here we have a bucket. And we will just make some holes and... oh, there's an enderman over there. Make some holes and put some water in there, and that'll be a good place to start, I think. Okay, so I think we've got a bit of a start here. I think there should be about 8 holes. They should be the correct distance apart, so hopefully we will have lots of healthy crops. It looks like it's working. Yeah, I'm going to say that's good. I'm going to say that is good. Anyway, so where's the shader pack? Is the shader pack? Not the shader pack, we don't use shaders. Where's the texture pack? That's what I'm looking for. Right, so basically I have updated this world to, we are in 26.1. Isn't that crazy? I got really confused because I was looking for like all the in-between Minecraft versions because I haven't updated this world in a very long time. And I remember like 1.21, I could have sworn we had like 1.22, 1.23, all this other stuff going since then. I don't know why. I just seem to think that the world was like moving on crazy without me. And I know they've updated the versions. I think it's to do with like we're on 26.1 now because it's the year 2026, so they're trying to align it with the years, I think is what I heard. But even still, I wasn't expecting them to skip so many versions, so I actually thought, or like version numbers, I suppose. So I actually thought it would, there were actually other versions that I just hadn't done yet, but turns out no, 1.21. I think 1.20, 1.11 was the most recent version. I think I just got a bucket of water that I didn't need. That's okay. We'll just pop that away. So I did update the world, and I decided that while I'm at it, I'll finally get all of my mods updated. For those of you who don't know, this is basically a vanilla series, but I do have some little additions that just make, oh, excuse me, like the video process making easier, and just some little adjustments. Like here we have better F3 because I don't like opening the thing to a bunch of numbers. Really too much information. So I've kind of fixed that up so that looks all nice now. And one of my favorite things is the Optifine zoom key. So I like being able to, you know, zoom in on my face when I'm talking to you guys because I think it's fun. Stuff like that. And another thing which I'm going to turn on right now is replay mod, because I did want to get a time lapse of us making this farm because I thought that would look pretty cool. I thought that would be quite satisfying, actually. you know, I've done replay, used replay mod before and done some time lapses before, but I haven't done them in a very long time because I haven't had replay mod down for a very long time. It's going to get a little bit noisy, so I might have to adjust the sound in editing. So I decided to do all of that, and I was super excited. I've never had too many issues with updating my mods before. I do it the old-fashioned way, where you go into the mods folder in the like .minecraft folder, where you do the whole like %app_data% thing. I actually don't do that step anymore. I pinned the Minecraft folder to my is it to the start, to the quick access or whatever it's called on Windows. So I don't have to do the whole steps, but anyway. And then I just download the mods individually and shove them in the folder, and that's always worked fine for me. Even if I've had to use Modrinth recently. So I have been exposed, and I had to get, is it Forge? Forge has an app or something. I think I had to use that once as well, and I am aware and familiar that there are easier ways. But especially just because I've been doing it in this world for so long, and I didn't want to like break anything, or I don't know. It just worried me a bit. So we continue on with the difficult way. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Where am I going? Okay, that's probably not going to work, but that's okay. They'll just disappear, and I need a new hoe. I should get iron so I can do this for longer. It's always gonna be a lot of back and forth, isn't it? What is this? We've got spears now. I'm scared. I'm scared. Leave. We must leave. Because another thing as well is I've mentioned it a couple times before. Ooh, is how we haven't had Optifine in my videos for a while. That's just because I was having a bit of difficulty getting it last time, and I got a bit impatient, so I just didn't bother doing the full route. Why is that one not doing it? Oh, because that's high. That won't work, will it? Oh, and neither will that one. We'll come back to these bits and fix it up later. I have fabric. And what I used to do, and I swear this is how I've always done it, from what I remember at the very least. Are we going too far out? No, we do this one. Is I would download fabric, I would extract Optifine as a mod, and I'd put it in my mods folder, and I don't recall that being... I'm fairly sure that's how I've always done it. Like, I don't remember ever having issues with that. That's how I remembered to do it, and I was like, oh, so that's what the extract button's for, because I don't remember ever having to extract it unless when I was using, like, Optifine as the, I suppose you say mod loader quotes. I'm doing air quotes with my hands right now. Instead of, like, Forge or Fabric or what have you. It could have been Forge. No, because, yeah, no, I'd extract Optifine and then use Forge when I was using Forge mods, but we're using Fabric mods. So then I do the same thing with Fabric. I swear that's what I've always done. That's the thing. But now I've been doing it recently, and every time I go to do it, it says, nah, it won't work, and I Google it. I'm like, why is this not working? And everyone on the internet is like, well, Optifine doesn't work with Fabric. And I'm like, okay, that's not how I remember it going, but maybe, you know, I'm not very smart. I don't do this often. As we know by how long it's been since I've had Optifine installed. So, okay, it's been a while. Maybe I've misremembered. That's fine. But everyone's talking about this thing called... Optifabric, and I was like, oh, that's weird, because I swear I have never used that in my life. I know at some point, I don't remember exactly how, but I know at some point I was using... Oh, what do you want? It's not feed time! I know at some point I was using Optifine and Fabric at the same time. I know that's a thing that happened. I'm so certain of it. If any of you want to go back into any of my previous, she's on the microphone and it's moving around. You need to sit down. You need to sit down if you're going to be up here. Stop waggling your tail around. You're tearing all my cords up. If anyone wants to go back into any of my older videos and like tell me that they can't see any proof that I... Ow! She's on my lap and she's sticking her claws in. If you can't find any proof that I used both at the same time, let me know. Again, I could just be misremembering, but I could swear I've used both and I have never in my life used Optifabric. So that was really weird to begin with. But anyway, continuing on, was like, okay, fine. We're not having Optifine because the only Optifabric that I can find for the latest version... Oh my god, why is it raining? Let's not do this. Oh boy. Oh, that's really dark. Oh my god. Oh great, oh great, oh great, oh great. This is an awful time to be outside. Oh great, things have spawned. Oh, things have spawned everywhere. Die, 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 please die, please die, please die. Oh my god. They're in the water, no! Oh. I also saw some creepers over there, so that's probably not a good start either. Oh my god, don't kill me, don't kill me. Okay, no creepers. I think I saw some over there. I'm a little worried. The first Optifabric I downloaded was actually a thing for Modrinth, so it was basically a mod pack that you use on Modrinth, which obviously is not going to work for my scenario. So I was like, okay, that's not it. And I kept looking, I kept looking. Eventually I found like a one that you use for when you just put it in the folder. But the most recent version they had was like 1.20 something. And I was like, I don't mind doing older versions, but this world has already been updated past that point, and I didn't want to break anything, so I was like, okay, that's not really an option. So then I was like, okay, we're just not going to do Optifine. I really want Optifine. I don't use it for like performance things. My computer's pretty good without it. But I'm just used to having Optifine. It's just something that I've always had, and I'm comfortable with it, and I'm familiar with it. And I just like Optifine. So, but you know what? Like I said, I've been without it for a very long time now. So I was like, okay, we'll just deal with it, and I'll keep downloading the rest of the mods. Then there was a whole other issue because even without Optifine, Fabric kept breaking. That was just an issue with the files not downloading correctly. I fixed that. It's all good. And then I basically got everything else really smooth. All the other Fabric bits went fine. Like every now and then I come with an issue, but then it would tell me how to solve the issue. Like it was like, oh, you need this. It's like cloth config, and then you need what's it, mod something, mod menu. You need mod menu. And I was like, yep, I can do those. I'm fairly sure I've used those before. I'll just get those. That's easy. I don't remember having all of them at once. I remember having maybe like, because especially mind you, I know mods were missing, and that's the whole reason I wanted to update. But when I opened my mod folder, the most recent lot of files I had in there were 2 files in there, and now I have like 5 or 6 of them in there at the moment, just so I can get it working to the state you see it in right now. So that was a little bit like, huh, this feels excessive, but whatever, it's working. So I'm rolling with it. I'm going with it. And then I was like, oh, you know what? Let me like update my texture pack. This is the whole reason we started this conversation. Like, let's update my texture pack because for a long time now, I've noticed my armor is always the vanilla texture. Are we like on top of a spider spawner or something? It is so loud over here. But the rest of the texture pack has always shown up. And mind you, again, I haven't had Optifine for a very long time. but I've been using the texture pack as normal. So I think, yeah, I'll just go download a newer version of the texture pack and hopefully that should iron out the issue with the armor. And then I load into Minecraft with the new texture pack and the texture pack doesn't work at all. And I'm like, that's a bit weird. So then I used the old version that I had just to see if it's maybe the new version's just a bit broken. Because again, I had issues with the files downloading before. I thought maybe that was the issue. Something else had gone wrong. I'm not sure. So I'm getting that all checked out and it still won't work. And I'm like, that's weird. Let me just go check the site. So I go and check the site. So the texture pack that I have been using is called, I'm gonna mispronounce this off the top of my head because I only see it in passing. I've typed it out a few times, but anyway, it's like Mizuno's 16 craft, I think is what it's called. Very lovely texture pack. And it says on the site, it's like, you need Optifine for this to work. Which, okay, I guess makes sense. I feel like I've read that before, but I just find it so weird because I haven't had Optifine. Oh, we need more iron. I haven't had Optifine downloaded in a long time, and for some reason the texture pack has been working just fine. So I don't really know what's happened there because, like I said, I use the old one, I use the new one, I've tried all these other variations, and it's just not working all of a sudden. Okay, is that creeper still over here? Please, 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 please don't be here. Oh my god, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. But I found that all very strange. So we have no texture pack because it won't work without Optifine, and I can't download Optifine. Because it won't work with Fabric unless I download this thing that I've never downloaded before. There's just a lot of loopholes that I don't remember ever having to jump through before. It's very, very strange. So that has been my morning, trying to get that organized. You might be wondering, well, if you get Optifine for the zoom key, which we have, how come we have the zoom key now? So basically, I thought to myself, because, okay, here's another rant, by the way. Oh, look at that farm coming together. Very nice, very nice. It's going to look so nice when we put all the wheat and stuff in. Basically, every time I searched up how to have Optifine and Fabric at the same time, or some variation of, you know, my troubleshooting and like, why is my Optifine not working and all this, everyone keeps saying, every thread I open, there's like a flood of people saying, why would you even want to use Optifine? Optifine's so bad, and you could use all these other things that work. Zombie villager. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. There's a cave under here, and I am not enjoying it. So it's like, why would you want to use Optifine? Optifine sucks. You should use all these other alternatives instead. Guys? Guys. Okay, see, here's the thing, and I mean, I have been told... Oh my god, sorry, my nose is really itchy. I've been told all this stuff before, okay? When I was doing streaming, like forever ago, some people suggested I look into alternatives to Optifine then, and I want to say, I appreciate you, I appreciate the advice. I'm not mad with you, but when I open every single thing on every single forum, every single like troubleshooting thing I open, and everyone's like, but why would you even want to use Optifine in the first place? I'm asking how to use Optifine. Just answer the damn question. Oh, it frustrates me. Guys, I don't care if you guys prefer something that isn't Optifine. Some of us prefer Optifine. Oh my goodness. Let us use Optifine. I will not stand for the Optifine hate just because it's not the most efficient, most good, most well put together thing. Okay. Okay? So that was a whole thing. Please stop hating on Optifine, or I will hate on you. But as a sort of semi-solution for now, I did come across, I just searched up, what was it, like Optifine Zoom for Fabric. And I did come across a lovely fabric mod, which I will hopefully remember to link in the description. And it literally just adds the zoom, so I can, where's my, oh, that doesn't work. Hold on, where is it? Come back. There we go. I can literally zoom just like normal. It feels to me exactly like Optifine, so that's wonderful. So thank you to the person who made that, because it is very nice, very nice. So I don't have Optifine and I don't have my texture pack, but at least I have my zoom, because I love my zoom key. Very, very fun. Right, I need to put more water down, I guess. So for now, this is kind of what we're dealing with. While ranting about this, I have just had another thought of a potential workaround that could work for my issues. So I might try that after I'm finished with this video. But I have a feeling it probably won't work, because I feel like I would have come across it as a solution while doing all my research. So we will have to wait and see if that works. But in case it doesn't work, I don't know if you guys have any texture pack recommendations you'd prefer. I feel like at the end of the day, I'm probably just gonna pick one of the ones. I have a lot of texture packs already saved. I just don't use them because I liked the Mizuno 16 craft so much. It was so good. I just become accustomed to it, and I do like changing the texture pack up a little bit every now and then, but I don't want to change it too much because I don't want it to be too jarring for you guys. Because I know personally, it's like I don't mind a texture pack every now and then when I'm watching other people's videos, but when they like change it every other day, I'm like, I just can't keep up with what's going on. Everything looks different all the time, and I can't keep up with it. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, you should stay tuned to the end of the video because we've got a very cakey surprise. But you're already probably more than halfway through the video after I edit this. So, if you're still here, you should definitely stay longer. Oh my goodness, I have actually redone my desk setup. I have made 2 attempts at making a setup video before, and neither one turned into an actual video. So I would say, oh, let's do a desk setup tour and you guys can see what's changed, but you haven't actually seen what it looked like beforehand. I do have the video, like the footage of me doing the original setups, so in theory I could still make the videos. They'd just be very outdated. But I have been thinking a lot lately about what my setup might look like if I like built my own computer and all that sort of stuff. We could have like a really cool setup. I've got so many like pretty ideas in my brain, you know. Unfortunately, I have to be responsible with my money, so we will not be building a computer anytime soon, but I am looking into parts just to get an idea, so when I actually go to buy the parts, I might be like well taught on what to look for in the parts, because oh my god, I don't know. You gotta get more iron. Oh my god, again. Because I don't know what to look for in half the parts, if I'm being honest. It's just like, it's a PC part, it does something. I don't know if it's good or bad or not. And I actually, no, the thing I'm really torn on at the moment is my current PC, and all the PCs I've ever owned have all had DVD drives in them, or like disk drives, or like whatever you want to call them. What are they called? Like optical disc drives or something is the like correct term, I'm not sure. And I like them, and I like, you know, being able to like you know, watch and listen to discs and make my own discs as well. And I think another thing as well that I noticed is I asked my friend, because I wasn't really sure, I was like, you know how when my computer turns on it makes like noises? I asked my friend and I was like, what makes the noise when it turns on? And my friend was like, I'm fairly sure it's because you have a a disk drive. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense actually. And I was like, well, if I'm making a new computer, I can't go without that because I like the fact that it makes noises. But the issue is, when I was looking at computer cases, I was wanting to go for one of those like really fancy like glass or like acrylic or whatever, like the ones with the clear panels. I want mine to have a clear panel, not only on the side, but on the front. And those ones, the issue is you can't have a rack. Oi! She really wants my love and attention right now. She's like, I'm hungry, feed me. Oh, she's on my lap again. She's got my headphone cords all tangled. Oh my god. The ones with the panel, the glass panel at the front though, like they can have them at the side, but once they have them at the front, there's no, to my knowledge at least, there's no room for like the rack that actually holds the DVD drive in place. So I was a bit torn because I was like, do I go for one without the panel and just get like an external disc reader, or, but the thing is I want it inside the computer. I just feel like that's so much cleaner. I feel like the computer just is cooler by the addition of having one like internally instead of having one that plugs in. So I really sort of want it to be inside the computer, but then I just won't be able to have the panel on the front. And I got to admit, do I use my drive that often? Not really. But I do still very much enjoy just having it as an option. And like I said, I just like that it makes the noise. If I'm being honest, I just like that it starts speaking when you turn the computer on. Every time I see, it's not something that I necessarily notice, but it's like I feel like I subconsciously notice it. Or it's like when people turn on their computers and they don't have a drive and it just doesn't make the noise. It's just like something in the back of my brain and it's like, wow, your computer like sounds different. I don't know. I just like it. I just want it. So yeah, I'm very torn. I think at the very least, I know I can get away with a computer with like a side, like glass or acrylic panel or whatever the material's made out of. 1, 2, 3. I think that's all the hoeing we can do for now. Let's just fix up some of those gaps and then I think we should start planting some seeds. So yeah, I know there's like, I know we can still get like a side panel that's like see-through, but I really would like the front panel to be see-through too. I just think it looks nice. I know the other thing as well, because like I'm thinking having like some fancy like RGB lighting. My current computer doesn't have that. And originally, I remember specifically when I got my computer, I was like, oh, people get RGB and they're so dumb because RGB doesn't even do anything. It's just, it probably makes their computer worse. I was such a like... I don't even know what you call that. I was like, oh my god, I'm so much cooler because I don't have RGB. Which is stupid because RGB is really nice. And so now I want RGB in my computer. I want RGB on everything. So that will definitely, if I get around to building my own computer, it will definitely be having that. You know, I could still have like a mesh. There's like, I've seen cases where they have the front is like a mesh and you put your fans there and you can still see the RGB sort of through the mesh. But it's just not glass. It's just not see-through. And of course, even if it were see-through, the fans would be in the way. So I don't know. I think I might have to compromise with that sort of thing because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, it just has to have the DVD drive. Like, I just can't not have it. Why is it one short? Okay, actually, you are getting moved here. And we're just going to take these bits off the end. Do you think this hoe will last the rest of this? Oh, the answer is it will not. I think currently the step that I want to take next with my setup is I do want to get monitor arms, just because the most recent change to my setup that I've made actually involves putting my my computer tower is like in behind my monitor sort of, and it's pushing my monitor out close towards me, which actually isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's also pushed it across a bit, and now it's in front of my second monitor, which I cannot move over any further. I've already got a hoe on me. I don't know why I came all this way when I've got a hoe on me and the sun is setting, so we should probably wait here and just go to sleep before we do any more additions to that. I think the next step with my setup is just get monitor arms, so that way I can move my second monitor off the desk, but still, actually it probably doesn't even have to be off the desk, because I could probably turn it like vertical or something. So we're probably going to do something like that. It's going to be very fun. I'm going to start feeling very fancy, because right now my setup is, I think my setup's not too bad, apart from the fact that it's like messy. I don't really clean a lot. It's just very dusty. It's very, very dusty, and I don't think I have the worst cord management in the world, but it's not the cleanest cord management. I've seen worse, but I've also seen better. You know what I'm saying? So, I have a pretty average setup. It's like, it's not bad, but I'm ready for it to be better. Will that reach? That should reach. Okay, hopefully that's all good. Let's walk across here. I think that's all we will do for the hoeing. Let's start planting some seeds, because I should probably start doing that. We are going to make this all wheat. Eventually some of the farms we move down will be the other farms, just for our functional purposes, but for like aesthetic purposes I do want this to just be covered in wheat. I think that will look kind of cool. So let's get that out. Oh, we'll probably need the hoe actually. Let's start doing that. Hopefully this will also look super good on the time lapse. We are about to run out of seeds. No. Damn it. Why do you do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Oh no, there's a bit missing there. Let's just replace that. Right, hopefully that looks nice and good. Like I said, I do need torches around the place, but I might do that another time. I don't know. I don't know how far apart the torches need to be. This is hopefully going to look super impressive once all the wheat's in, and I will kind of like make the edges a little bit less like square and predictable, because I did want it to look a little bit like natural, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I do want to just kind of go for volume to start with. Oh, let me stop my recording as well. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Right, now I did say we've got stuff to do. Very cakey things to do. Alrighty, so you might notice up here, there is an addition to the back, or the, I suppose the side of the cat cafe slash bakery slash thing. And if we go in here and just jump over the counter really quick, you see we can actually open this little hatch here and say hello to the cows. And that's because I had to make a lot of cake. That's right, cake time. It's cake time. Last time we made cakes, I think I said I would make 10 cakes when I hit 250 subscribers, I think was the number. So I'm assuming that would have been for 150 I did that. Because I've been away, we might be making a few more cakes than that. Currently at the time of recording, we are sitting on 370 subscribers. Which is a lot of people. So it's more than doubled. It has more than doubled since the last time we made cakes. This is getting out of hand. I'm gonna need you guys to refrain from subscribing. Then we need to count 20 cakes. Should I make like a chest? Right, this can be our cake chest, because I'm not sure I have enough I do not have enough inventory for 20 cakes. Right. Okay. Cake. 1. 2. 20, I think. I'm here from the future. It's me. Flickarity from the future. You're probably wondering, didn't you say you had
370 subs?
Shouldn't that mean there should be more cakes? I gotta make the math simple. We cannot overcomplicate this, okay? And to make things even more complicated, the time it's taken me to edit this video, we are like teetering on the edge of 400 subscribers. So I thought while we're at it, I might as well just make it even easier for myself. We're just gonna bake some more cakes. We're gonna bake... See, do I bake 5 more cakes? We haven't technically hit 400. Officially, at the time of recording, only 4 of these cakes count, but if we do happen to cross that 400 mark, well, the cake is all yours. Oh, I've placed one on the ground. Well, this one doesn't count then, does it? Okay, yeah, no, that one doesn't count. What am I up to? Oh no, alright, that was 3. That was 3, because these were already here, so it's 3. 5 cakes. 5 cakes. There you go. I hope this is acceptable. Please accept my cakes. So I've made all these cakes yesterday, actually. I just made them yesterday. Nice and fresh. Oh my god, why is my inventory so crazy right now? Let's see if we can fit them all in my inventory. I don't think we can, but I'll try. But no, we can't. We're 3 short. So we are going to take them inside so I can eat them, because I didn't eat any of them. I baked them and then ended the recording, which is very silly of me. 5 cakes, 6 cakes. Very nice. Let's see where else we can put cakes, because I've got a lot of them. I don't really have... I'm not a table person. I don't have many tables, do I? I don't think there'll be any tables down there. There won't be any tables in the mine. Is this literally our only table? We could put some in the bakery, I guess. Up on the counter. Yeah, I've got a lot of cake, okay, to go around. I know where we can put some cake. Will I remember to come up and eat all these cakes? Oh. I guess they float. I've still got 2 cakes in my inventory, and that doesn't include the 3 other cakes that are still in here. Right, let's put these cakes away. Cake time! Nom 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 nom. And I finished 1 cake. Look at my bed sheets don't even look pretty anymore. I liked my bed sheets, now they're just pink. Alrighty, well after all of that, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.